In a cold and lonely town, there lived a boy named Ethan. He was an orphan and had no family. He lived in a small wooden hut at the edge of the town, surviving on whatever little he could find. Every day he wandered the streets, hoping for kindness from strangers. One winter night, snow covered the ground, and the wind howled through the empty streets. Ethan had not eaten for 2 days. His hands were numb, his clothes torn. He knocked on doors, asking for food, but people turned him away. Shivering, Ethan sat near an old bakery, his stomach twisted in hunger. Suddenly, an old woman walked past him. She was weak, her hands shaking. Ethan noticed she had no coat. He stood up and ran after her. "Ma'am, take this," he said, removing his thin scarf and wrapping it around her. The old woman looked at him, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, child," she whispered. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a small candle. "This is all I have left. Light it when you need hope." Ethan took the candle and smiled. He didn't understand how a candle could help, but he thanked her and walked back to his hut. That night, he sat in the darkness, holding the candle. His hands trembled as he lit it. The tiny flame flickered, casting a soft glow in the room. As Ethan stared at the flame, memories of his parents filled his heart. He remembered their warmth, their love. Tears rolled down his cheeks. For the first time in years, he felt less alone. The next day, Ethan went to the market. He saw a little girl crying. She had lost her mother in the crowd. People passed by without stopping. Ethan knelt beside her. "Don't be scared. We will find her," he said gently. He held her hand and walked through the busy streets. After an hour, they found her mother near the fountain, frantically searching. The woman hugged her daughter and looked at Ethan. "How can I thank you?" she asked. Ethan simply smiled and said, "Just help someone else in need." Days passed, and winter grew harsher. One night, Ethan found a beggar shivering in the snow. Without hesitation, he gave him his blanket. The man's eyes filled with tears. "Why do you help me when you have so little?" he asked. Ethan thought for a moment. "Because I know what it feels like to have nothing." One evening, as Ethan sat outside his hut, a wealthy merchant arrived. He had heard of the kind orphan boy. The merchant stepped down from his carriage and handed Ethan a warm coat, a bag of food, and a small pouch of gold coins. "You have given so much despite having so little," the merchant said. "Now let kindness return to you." Tears welled in Ethan's eyes. He held the warm coat close and whispered, "Thank you." Years later, Ethan grew into a strong and kind man. He opened a shelter for orphans and the poor. He made sure no one suffered as he once had. The small candle the old woman had given him remained on his desk, a reminder that hope never truly fades. Morale: true happiness is found in giving, even when we have little. A small act of kindness can light up the darkest nights.